everybody? Logan here. Today, yeah, I know the news is few and far between, but yeah, I'm only covering news if I think it's pertinent to you guys, to my viewers, because not everything is. And for that, there's plenty of other channels like RGT and Spawnwave. They definitely bigger for the news, but this is something that, like I said, I think it would be pertinent to you guys as my viewers. And this article comes from Pure Xbox, which is a sister site of Nintendo Life. You guys know, especially if you follow me on social media, I'm a big fan of Nintendo Life. Xbox Games with Gold is officially ditching Xbox 360 games. So this is just the title. The article, we'll go into it, but it actually covers a bit more in depth of how Games with Gold is dying out. And who knows, within the next year, we might see Games with Gold go bye-bye. The reason they might do that is because of Game Pass. And they want to give you as little as possible and make as much money as possible. It's Microsoft. Shady business practices have been nothing new for Microsoft, and we've seen that for years. No matter how much they put out games that we like, and we can go back as far as, hey, the 360 itself and the Red Ring of Death, and yeah. But that's not what we're here to talk about. We're talking about Xbox Games with Gold is officially ditching Xbox 360 games. The quote says, "We've reached the limit." So I was reading this earlier today, and I was like, wow, this might be pertinent. I think that's my word of the day. So this did come at 9:36 this morning. Microsoft has announced today that Xbox Games with Gold will officially be ditching, I like the term, ditching Xbox 360 games from October 1st, 2022, as the team has reached the limit of our ability to add Xbox 360 games to the catalog. Which is BS. It's just licensing issues. So they're like, oh, we don't want to pay anymore. In a message sent to subscribers, the team confirmed that Games with Gold will still continue with Xbox One games moving forward, and any Xbox 360 games you've claimed before October 2022 will be yours to keep after that time. That's nice. Regardless of whether or not you decide to remain an Xbox Live Gold or Game Pass Ultimate member. That's something they told us years ago. So, at least they're keeping their word here. Here at Pure Xbox, we'd speculate that this might be the first step in slowly moving away from the Xbox Games with Gold program, which hasn't been particularly well received over the past few years. It's going to continue for now with Xbox One titles, but it definitely feels like it's on its last legs at this point. And that's a good point, because now I think they've already put up a game for Gold that they gave away free last year, a year before, but now they're starting to repeat games. I think it was the Thrillville that recently went up. Don't quote me on that because I can't quite remember what the game was. I've stopped claiming a lot of the games, especially the Xbox One games, because they're just putting a lot of garbage out there, and hence the article says that the Games with Gold has been pretty crap. I do make sure I claim every 360 and every original Xbox game, because those are the ones you get to keep. But now some sources are saying that you won't get to keep the original Xbox games, but that remains to be seen. You can check out the full message below. Beginning October 1st, 2022, the monthly games provided to Xbox Game Pass Ultimate and Xbox Live Gold members via Games with Gold will no longer include Xbox 360 titles. We have reached the limit of our ability to bring Xbox 360 games to the catalog. However, Games with Gold will continue to include exciting Xbox One titles and exclusive savings each month. Exciting Xbox One titles. Well, first you have to bring exciting Xbox One titles before you can continue now, huh? This will not impact any Xbox 360 games that you've downloaded before October 2022. Any Xbox 360 titles that you redeem via Games with Gold before that time are yours to keep on your Xbox account, regardless of whether you continue your subscription. Thank you for being a loyal member. So, that's interesting that Microsoft is rewarding loyalty, because they don't. And I'm not going to get into that because former employee. So, yeah, no more good games. They're just going to continue pumping out games that you don't get to keep. And I don't want to sound mean, but it's going to be indie garbage. It's not going to be the good indie games. It's going to be the indie garbage that it seems like. Remember Wii Shovelware? That's what Games with Gold feels like. It's just shovelware now. And this is sad, so it's really not worth it. If you're taking away Xbox 360 games, next they're going to take away original Xbox games. But when was the last time we had an original Xbox game on there? And then they're just going to dump garbage. It's just going to be dumping garbage. Do away with it and just admit defeat. Because you guys aren't even doing anything. And you know what? It's not even defeat. It's defeat on our end, because as the consumer who's paid for this service, you are, or I should say, we are now getting the short end of the stick. But it feels more like it's really just old school PlayStation Plus, where they would give you games and you couldn't keep them. No, PlayStation Plus still does that, but we're not going to compare it to PlayStation Plus Premium or Deluxe. I think Premium is a solid service. Game Pass is a solid service. Was a solid service. Now it's just 2022. The rest of 2022 and 2023 remain to be seen. But tell me what you guys think about this. Do you think this sucks, or do you not care? Me, I think it sucks, because the Xbox 360 games were the ones that I look forward to the most, because I knew pretty much every one of these games working in retail the entire life of the Xbox 360, I should say. Let me rephrase that. Gaming retail. Through the entire Xbox 360 life, I knew a lot of these games. Majority of them, I'd say 90% of these games. And I played a good bit of them too. And, I think this is a sad day. We all knew it was coming. But hey, it is what it is. Again, tell me what you guys think. Drop it in the comments below. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, share this video. Make sure you hit that super thanks button down below and give us a little tip. Put a little tip in the tip jar. Stop making the joke. You see, I've stopped. But again, thank you guys so much. Make sure to follow us on our socials at Red Bandana Gaming on Facebook and Instagram, and at RBG_retro on Twitter. Again, thank you guys so much. Again, subscribe. That really helps. Like we always say, be legendary. Thanks again.